Good morning, everyone. This is video number 2. I'll be covering the responding officer, Deputy Sheriff Officer Lambert. As I said in my last video, when I received the call from my wife that the animal was down, I said, okay, I'm on my way home, not good. So I called the ACO back. I told her it'd take me about 15 minutes to get home. I told her my wife just called, the animal was dead. And she said she would call the Sheriff's Department and head on up. So about 15 minutes later, I got home, and the ACO rolled in. We went out and took pictures of the cow, luckily. And then just a moment later, Officer Lambert came in. And then for some reason, Bruce Smith, the gentleman that lives in the Danforth dooryard, he lives in Turlock. I don't know if he's a relation or not. He came moseying up my driveway. I don't have a problem with Mr. Smith. He came up and he stood there with Officer Lambert, and the ACO officer was off in a car doing paperwork or something. And I stood not 2 inches from Officer Lambert's right arm. Him and I were side by side. My son was 3 feet away from him. Bruce Smith was directly in front of me, leaned up against our car. As my son went through every step that morning with Officer Lambert. How he looked out the window, he took a picture, he sent it to me. How I talked to him, I talked to my wife, and he looked back out the window, and there's the cow taking the horns to our Lincoln Navigator. Well, he just ran outside to yell at it, and he opened the door, ran across the porch, down the stairs, yelled, and at that moment, he was about 10 to 12 feet away. And I have, every video and pictures and everything, which will be on, not this time, but it's coming. When the cow noticed him, it turned blue and came for him. Now, when you take a 1,000-pound animal with 8-inch horns that's 6 feet long, and that turns at you, 10 feet away, 10, 12 feet away, that 10, 12 feet turns into 6 feet, just like that. And what do? You've got a 1,000-pound animal coming at you with 6-inch horns. It can kill you in seconds. Yes, I have raised cattle most of my life. I literally cannot count how many cattle I've raised. It's possible. My son went through every event. Officer Lambert looked at my son, said, I'm very sorry it had to happen. It looks like a good, clean shoot. Sorry the animal had to die. Have a nice day. Signed off on it. Was gone. So we made arrangements. I told him that the Danforths were not allowed anywhere on my land. Anywhere. It doesn't matter. End of my driveway, out in my field. No. Never has been. I know what type of people they are. Well, in and amongst this, we made arrangements for, I was going to drag the cow home for him. Okay, I'm sorry, your cow died. I mean, drag it home for him. So he left. In and amongst this, my son and I went out to hook onto the cow and drag it home for them. We're getting ready to hook onto the cow. And we hear Jamie Danforth coming up the road. And the ACO is down there waiting for her. We hear her pull into the driveway. And it's like, we hear the skid steer start. It's like, oh no. We ran back out into it. Fast as I could, I got back out in the driveway. And I literally stood there and held my hand out, right in the middle of my driveway. My driveway is about 400 feet long. It's long. Yelling, stop. Because here she comes, right on a dead tear, just as fast as that piece of equipment would go. Blew right past the ACO, right past her children at the end of my driveway, and just hammered, right in Japanese overdrive. And I'm stubborn. I'm on my own driveway. I'm not going to move. Run me over. I continued to hold my hand out, yelling no. And when she was 4 or 5 feet away from me, she nailed the brakes in that skid steer. it ended up inches from my calves. Slammed the bucket down. I thought she was going to crush my feet, and jumped out of the skid steer. I see that's a little over 5 minutes. I'm going to try to keep my videos between 3 and 5 minutes to make it easier for everybody. So yeah, I'm going to call this video number 2, and I'll be right back with video number 3.